Globally, the healthcare system is a billion-dollar industry that caters to many medical conditions worldwide. From diabetes to cancer to cardiovascular troubles, many disorders negatively impact our well-being. So, is there a viable solution to this problem? Well, of course there is. A recent study has shown that changing your diet could effectively boost your bodily functions and add more than a decade to the lives of young adults. Based on this study, what changes should we make in our diets? Should we opt for refined grains or whole grains? Does consuming nuts make you overweight? Today's video will answer your questions and we'll dive deep into the details and discover a lot more. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Let's first cover what you should eat. First on our list is legumes. Thanks to their numerous health benefits, legumes remain one of the most suggested foods by health organizations worldwide. Nutritionists and dietitians often recommend them due to their nutrient-rich profile that includes a wide range of essential vitamins and minerals. This includes protein, dietary fiber, magnesium, B vitamins, and potassium. They also have several phytonutrients and a considerably low glycemic index, a rating system of foods that show how quickly each food affects your blood sugar. Although studies have shown little or no association between legume consumption and type 2 diabetes, their low glycemic index still makes them a viable food alternative. Multiple studies have found that eating legumes can lower the risk of all-cause mortality. This means that consuming more legumes can help prevent medical conditions. Studies also indicate that eating legumes may reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases, obesity, and cancer. And get this, high legume consumption can reduce your risk of developing ischemic heart disease by almost 15%. Ischemic is a term that refers to a condition where a particular organ of your body does not get enough oxygen. Concerning ischemic heart disease, this is a cardiac complication in which your heart cannot receive adequate oxygen due to restricted blood flow. When extra fats and cholesterol deposit in the inner lining of your arteries, it streamlines your blood flow. Increased legume intake benefits your lipid profile. As a result, you tend to have fewer fat deposits and improved and continuous blood flow. Also, higher pulse consumption is known to reduce your arterial blood pressure, which is a crucial risk factor that triggers cardiac issues. So, how does legume consumption help you manage weight? If you're somebody with a munching habit, you can relate to how hard it is to stop eating. The never-ending struggle to say no to delicious snacks can often result in weight gain. But here's the deal. Making legumes a part of your daily diet can help you overcome this problem. Studies have shown that non-soy legume consumption aids weight loss by promoting satiety due to its high fiber and protein content. Increasing your pulse intake can also help you fight the risk of cancer. The seed coat of pulses contains phenolic compounds, including anthocyanin, tannins, and flavonoids, which are rich in antioxidant activities. They can easily counter oxidative stress in your body by scavenging the free radicals that cause damage and lead to cancer development. Cancer is a disease where your body cells multiply uncontrollably and damage your body's tissues. By targeting cancer development pathways like inflammation and multiplication of cells or proliferation, the bioactive compounds in pulses help prevent the further growth and spread of cancer cells. There's no denying how good legumes are for you, so what are you waiting for? Add a few extra years to your life and add more to your diet. Next up, have a few nuts. The discussion on nutritious and healthy food choices is not over. Have you heard about nuts? These ultimate nutrient-dense food options are a must-try if you want to add years to your life. Nuts are famous for their high unsaturated fatty acid composition and richness in other bioactive compounds, like high-quality vegetable protein, fiber, minerals, and phenolic compounds. Nut consumption significantly reduces the risk of cardiovascular issues such as coronary artery disease. They're also known to have beneficial effects on heart condition risk factors such as hypertension, adiposity, or excess deposits of fats that lead to weight gain, and related metabolic anomalies. Moreover, nut consumption also helps with lowering cholesterol levels in your body, which is one of the main triggering factors of heart conditions. A bad lipid profile or high cholesterol often leads to a buildup of plaque in your arteries, which can streamline your blood flow and restrict the oxygen supply to your heart. Nuts contain a sizable amount of folate, a B vitamin, which performs various essential cellular roles in your body and helps prevent heart problems. How? Cardiac issues can develop early when high levels of homocysteine and amino acid is present in our bodies. However, folate closely monitors homocysteine levels and can quickly detoxify it. Nuts also have excellent antioxidant potential that counters the harmful oxidative stress in your body. But there's one thing that you should keep in mind while consuming nuts. Most of the antioxidants are located in the soft outer shell of the nuts, like peanuts and almonds, and 50% or more is lost when you peel that skin off. So try eating them whole after washing. This way you reap the maximum benefits and make the most of your favorite snacks. Even the bleaching of nuts, like in pistachios, destroys most antioxidants. American pistachios are naturally tan and never bleached. However, Iranian pistachios are often bleached to hide discoloration. And what about roasting nuts? Interestingly enough, roasting preserves the bulk of nutrients and is considered a better alternative to blanching. Nuts are also great for your bones. The trinity of calcium, magnesium, and potassium in nuts helps prevent your bones from demineralization and strengthens them over time. This trio is also beneficial in protecting you against diabetes. Besides, nuts' antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties also make them an anti-cancer food. Nuts are a powerhouse of energy, but sometimes people may shy away from this snack. Why? It's often suspected that increasing nut consumption can lead to possible weight gain. However, studies have denounced this claim several times. Instead, they praise nuts for their help in weight loss. Keep in mind, nuts are a common cause of food allergies, affecting 1% of the general population. It's essential to be cautious if you suspect you have a nut allergy. Also, excessive consumption of anything can be harmful, so remember to consume this nutritious snack in moderation. Try whole grains over refined grains. A whole grain contains mainly three parts: endosperm, germ, and bran. The bran is the outermost layer, which is rich in fiber. The germ is the innermost layer that contains essential vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals. And lastly, the endosperm forms the bulk of the kernel and includes a few nutrients. During the grain refining process, vital nutrients get washed away with the bran and germ, leaving you with the starch-rich endosperm. That being said, whole grains are one of the best ways to fulfill your nutritional requirements. Increasing your whole grain consumption can significantly reduce your risk of all-cause mortality. Similarly, a decrease in whole grain consumption may slightly increase your risk of some chronic diseases, like type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular issues, obesity, and cancer. Research shows that increasing whole grain intake can reduce cardiovascular risk by almost 40%. How? Well, as mentioned earlier, high cholesterol is a significant contributor to cardiovascular troubles. But thanks to whole grains and its high soluble fiber content, it can help reduce LDL, low-density lipoprotein cholesterol, and improve your overall lipid profile. Also, phytosterols found in whole grains often compete with cholesterols for absorption by the small intestine, which reduces cholesterol absorption and increases its excretion. This again takes care of your lipid profile and saves you from harmful plaque buildup. Eating whole grains is also beneficial in keeping cancers at bay. A high intake of whole grains reduces the risk of colorectal cancer by 20%, pancreatic cancer by 30%, and gastric cancer by almost 45%. The percentage may vary from study to study, depending on the study population and other factors. Still, it's safe to say that including more and more whole grains in your diet can reduce your overall cancer risk by more than 10%. This primarily comes from its phenolic and vitamin E composition, which are best known for their antioxidant activities that reduce oxidative stress. So, the next time you go grocery shopping, pick out some healthy whole grains like whole wheat bread, oats, rye, and barley, and give yourself your best shot at adding years to your life. Now, let's look at what you should avoid. High consumption of red and processed meats increases your risk of developing cancer. This is why health organizations worldwide have occasionally expressed their growing concerns about its safety as a food option. Red meats are muscle meats from animals such as cows, pigs, sheep, deer, and goats. Processed meat is meat that's been preserved by curing, salting, smoking, drying, and canning. While there's no denying that red meats are an excellent source of essential vitamins and minerals, their higher intake can also increase your risk of colon cancer. However, red meat is still considered okay to eat when consumed in moderation. As far as processed meats are concerned, processing parts like curing and smoking can deteriorate the meat quality and lead to a rise in cancer-causing agents like N-nitroso compounds and polycystic aromatic hydrocarbons. That being said, you don't have to avoid eating red meat altogether. Remember to be more mindful about how much you consume and avoid processed meats whenever possible. Do you know what else is great at increasing your life expectancy? Fruits and vegetables. This study also claimed that elevating your intake of fruits and vegetables can help you have a better shot at a good life. To learn more about this in detail, check out Top 12 Healthy Fruits You Need to Start Eating Daily, or 12 Healthiest Green Leafy Vegetables You Should Eat Every Day. Go ahead, click one, or better yet, watch both. What did you learn from today's video? Let us know in the comments below.